I got a question a few weeks ago that really stuck with me. I've left it in my inbox because I wasn't quite sure how to answer it, but I'm going to give it a try today. Without going into many specifics because it was a personal thing, they basically asked the question, what if I liked myself? And that really hit me right here in the heart a little bit, because that's a very personal thing that I also have been grappling with and going through, not only throughout my whole life, but especially recently. I've been asking this question to myself. For the majority of my life, I've been a massive perfectionist, and I've been caught in a tug of war between loving myself and hating myself, and both sides are very loud and very passionate about their positions. I want to be good at things. I want to be successful at things, and a lot of the times I base my value on whether or not I am successful, and sometimes I'm just really, really hard on myself. For a while, my entire self-worth was placed outside of myself, on what other people thought of me, how other people saw me, how they viewed me, what they said about me, all of that stuff. And then something really, really interesting happened when I got sober. It completely did a 180, and now it's completely internal to an excessive degree, especially when you get to questions like, what if I liked myself? Or am I a good person? When you get to questions like those, that way of thinking is paralyzing, and it's not good. It's really, really easy to nitpick yourself because you're the only one who has 100% of context for your own life. So like, you look at your situation, you look at what you're doing, and you have every little bit of detail for what's happening and what's going on. And if you're like me, you look at the negative stuff way more than you look at the positive stuff, and it has a way bigger effect on you. These questions about the quality of who you are as a person, I'm just going to tell you right now, they're impossible to answer on your own. You cannot answer those questions by yourself. You can't do it. I've tried. I've spent years trying. You can't do it. It's impossible to be objective about yourself. You can't do it because you're inside. You're living yourself. You're within the thing that you're trying to be objective about, and that's not a possible, logical thing that you can do. What you can do is you can believe other people when they say nice things about you. You can believe when they say that you're good, when they say that they care about you. You can believe that. I find that difficult to do at times, but it's something I'm trying to do, definitely. And as for the liking yourself bit, I don't have that quite figured out, but what I have learned is that you have to make a decision every day to like yourself. A majority of the world is going to tell you why you shouldn't like yourself and why you should want to improve yourself and all blah, 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 all those different things. And yeah, self-improvement should be a goal, definitely, but you are allowed to like yourself right now. You're allowed to do that, but that's a decision you have to make every day. It's something you have to work at because as awful as it is, it's just not something that's default for many people. Here's something my mom told me a while back about being good. If you want to be good, then most likely you're good. If you care about being a good person and wanting to be a good person, chances are you are a good person. That doesn't mean you're a perfect person. That doesn't mean you're always good, but it does mean that overall you're probably a good person because you're trying. And that's really all we can do is try. And if you have people in your life that care about you, who say nice things about you, or even strangers who say nice things about you, you're allowed to accept that. You're allowed to say, you know what, overall, I'm not perfect, but I am good. So what if you liked yourself? I don't really have an answer to that, but what I can say is that you're allowed to. You're allowed to like yourself. And I'm trying to convince myself of that I'm allowed to do it. And I'm allowed to do it a lot. I'm allowed to really like myself. That's pretty much all I have to say on that. If you guys have more thoughts, I would love to hear what you have to think about this in particular in the comments, because like I said, I'm doing a lot of learning on this right now in my life. I'm gonna get off of here though. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend wherever you are, and I will see you next time on Monday. Pwah! Alternate title, what I talked about in therapy this week. Shout out to therapy for being therapy. It's wonderful and I would recommend it. I'm gonna go now. I love you.